Thank you very much. Let's
Just
go
seems
ahead
to
and
do
get
it all
into
the
the
time.
action, Pearl.
Where do we get double
Very,
pistol,
very
right?
familiar
Yeah, we
territory
said they need to
for
get a
the likes of
pistol.
PRX, DFM.
We
Showing
have
now
5
first
ghosts
time here
against
at
3 ghosts
kickoff.
and 2
Bart
sheriffs.
showing us his 3rd agent pick of the tournament. So far, it's Wiley Binsova with 1 appearance on Sky. Now moves over to the Teo.
Yeah, I really like this changeup for DFM. Put May back into his comfort role of Jet and just kind of try to make a go of this. Obviously, the Teo we saw earlier, pretty effective potentially.
Yeah,
like
this is a good sign for PRX.
Against this double duelist
because
comp,
I don't think they, in theory, should be getting A main control
DFM
that
have enough
much
preparation, enough reps to
with
really
the
make a go
Teo
of it. A little bit
comp, or against the Teo comp.
distance from that stealth drone, but that's all just a bit of a ruse. This is something that Tejo is really good at.
A 5-person hit,
you can use those
and they have no
utilities
info
to
here.
go in a different direction, and then your opponent just kind of goes, well, surely they're going to be playing off the back of the Tejo utility. Turns
It's
out
going to
they're
go
not.
into a crossfire.
Oh.
The passive pressure
Ooh,
alone
considering
here
a
should
swing on
mean
the
that it's
corner.
relatively hard for them.
Looks back around A site open
Poke it
for
off
the
to take
taking here.
side, damage to push them out into the open. It's a nice hit though.
Getting a free
Knife
plant.
clears A main, that's the
Shock
big
dart.
part of this.
Looking for the lob in there. Kame not taking any damage, able to avoid May.
Keep an
Dash
eye on the
already
Astra.
popped.
Oh
Secret,
boy.
Everybody else is pushing up through flowers.
Keep
There's
an
a
eye
headshot
on the
goodbye.
Astra.
Down to 12 HP. The swoop forward, tail went into the wall. Something goes out on a wider swing, but in the meantime, Jen still continues to put up
Still
solid
did great
figures.
damage.
Finds 2.
Maybe should have
Something
just
turns back, will
played
find that kill.
the Astra suck though.
Turret set up. Shots being exchanged here. Forsaken eating a bit of damage. Does have a bit
That's
of
half. We're going
exposure
to Astra
there.
suck for this. We're
Continues
just
to get
going
worked
for it.
lower and lower, and eventually the kills are going to be flooding through.
Okay.
And that is 3 for
Flood
3.
pistol.
DFM win another pistol.
Goodness.
They're just, it's just a little bit of a fake scent with the stealth drone, and then PRX has to play full-on retake.
They just didn't even consider the
GN
fast
has
flank, to
already
be honest.
slipped past their defensive lines. It punishes them. May try to buy as much
even
time
though
as he can.
even though
Just
GN
deep in the post plant.
did overstep,
And oh boy, they're fired up.
he did enough.
Yeah, I would be too. It's just a marshal, no outlaw this time for something. See if we can find a little bit more value. Try to play for this corner. Good molly. It's going to allow Jing to get the orb, it looks like. That's kind of a showcase there. We saw RRQ have a really hard time taking control of that A main orb, and PRX is like, we've been doing this for years. We know what we got to do. A little bit of a deeper molly. Just got to get Jing
Of the time
fired
of the
up on
drone,
that
they take
Phoenix.
middle, but
even if he doesn't
would've
pump out
had a
the
lot
kills,
here.
he's pumping out the ults. It's important. Ooh, tag.
Shot
Oh,
would
double.
kill May. Instead, we'll go ahead and whittle away Atacami.
dude, they're all gonna be
Already
here.
PRX flooding forward here into the side tail, went forward. May cheats back out of it. Some spray comes across. 0 point. About to connect onto damn near everyone, but Forsaken's able to find one. Jen's going to be taken down. Art pushing forward, tapping
No
the
one
spike
checked the corner.
continuously,
Still
tries to
3
bait
people
them
that are
in,
low.
and mows them down. 3 kills found now on something to see if he can try to take some more weapons out of their
Everyone's
hands.
a one-shot apart from Art. He would have 2
Check on the
HP
corner.
after, or something.
May
3
has
HP.
the headshot at the ready.
Oof.
2 players dead.
All a
but the
little
lion's
bit
share of the
close.
weapons, expensive ones, going to be carried
All
forward
a
as
little
DFM
bit
start things
close.
off 2-0.
Yeah, they're looking really solid. Able to push far enough
Nice
forward
damage.
there.
Yeah, the damage
Art
is good.
holding the line. It's a great angle for this Bulldog. Poor GN. Just walks right into the back end of sight and gets pummeled by Forsaken. Clean from May. Okay. Now, let's see what the response is going to be. Something is going to go for the Outlaw, so everybody one tap range from DFM of that. May trying to get ahead of this, and he does!
Oh, May! Absolutely
What we
destroying
said,
them.
this comp can Palmer take A
Divide Jake
main.
both dead on the floor. The tail went
And
forward.
May's
Should have been
proven
spotted
it with
out
the
of
shots
season.
as well.
Cannot stabilize. That spray. Forsaken does manage to find one, but Art
Yeah, and
quickly
PRX
traded
wanted
back
to
and
fight
traded
it
up.
early.
just mind freaking
Dude, this
something.
is
He was still
pistol
going to have to
into
make his way
bonus.
across from B. He's got an outlaw in hand. Everyone would die to one shot, but it seems like the call's being made to save these weapons. Even with the damage dealt, not looking to try to play this out in 2v4 fashion.
A lot of money on the side of
Bonus
DFM
will be converted here from DFM.
because none of them really had to rebuy armors because they all
Wisely
had
set up a
regen
chip boom,
armors.
keeping himself covered. And now he's looking to maybe go on the offensive. He says, well, I just have a sheriff! And now he's got an even better gun to scoop up. Says, thank you very much, Mr. Mind Freak. Vandal now in hand. As things are getting out of hand.
Yeah, we need
0
to have
start.
to respect this gun
And
and
I'm
not
curious
hunt
to
him.
see, do we just get a timeout immediately here from Alex?
It's a good question.
Timeout? Yeah, I
and
mean,
this time there was a response from DFM.
I just don't think they can take A
the
main.
adjustments on, okay, we know they have,
a
set
you have
plan
damage.
how they're going to use their utility
Like
to try to take
it's
control of this
honestly
orb. May just
like
go
4
kill.
of the best
Just get
agents
ahead of it.
for
And he
fighting
does,
A main.
and he knocks down 2.
Apart from maybe like an ISO or a
He's
breach or something.
Unbelievable. May
Yeah,
is
their A main fight is incredible.
There it is.
just
I don't think they can
every
contest A
time
main.
I watch him, I just think, how does he keep doing it? He's been so good for so long. You know, this guy is, like the desk was saying, the banner carrier for Japanese Valorant right now. He is world class, and seemingly this organization has been able to put some very potent pieces behind him as well. We've seen with GN, seen it with Akame, we've seen it with Jinboong. You know, Art IGLing can be very, very good at times. Everything seemingly starting to come together for this coaching staff of DFM, and you know, obviously Alex is frustrated. I get it, but Northern and Melifovia just doing a really nice job with this squad so far.
The Sun Loud game is banging.
At least making this
Loud
competitive
way better
against
than
Paper
before.
Rex.
Sentinels. Honestly, I still think Sentinels look strong.
Looking like a win in my book for
There's
DFM.
a
Even if they
little
don't
bit
win
of
this
hero
match,
plays to bring them over the
I'm
edge.
very happy
Then
with what you're seeing
maybe
here.
I'm not 100%
able to
convinced
punch
with their
back
split comp, but
in a lot of different ways.
I mean, I don't think it's hyperbolic at all to say that this is the best Japanese Valorant that we've seen in quite some time.
Yep. No, you're absolutely correct.
Even with Zeta being able to qualify over to champs in 23, this is a higher level.
It looks better to me, mostly. I mean, if we could convince Laz to make another go of it here. But honestly, though, this whole team is really well put together, really solid all around for the most part. I mean, they do make me want to scream sometimes when I'm watching them back home, when I'm not on the cast. But definitely they've adjusted here today in a couple different ways. You know, obviously Abyss is their map, but this agent comp difference so far, along with some good strategies, have given Paper Rex
hey,
some
can Jing get
fits.
more than one?
All right, well, Jing trying to hold down.
That is
Double
incredible
doors.
damage.
Combine one does quite a bit of
Doesn't
damage
get
as
more
well.
than one, but the damage is good enough,
Hard
which
tagged
means
up
that
to
all of these are
56,
going to be one
something
shot,
now
really.
waiting on
2
this
people that
angle.
can tank it.
But it's going to be flushed out, pushes up in front of the salvo, and manages to get the catch there onto May, but Kame quick to reply. Keeps them in the round. Guardians, however, can still do some damage. As there's the spot out. Mind Freak trying to just get the pinch here.
How together they were on
Shock
this.
darts will be lobbed in. Akame repositions.
Yeah, and it's a big distraction for this
Out,
flank.
Forsaken now striking
And
from
then now
behind.
they don't feel comfy to plant, so
Find the
Divine
kill
needs
time
to stay
starting
alive.
to dwindle. 12 seconds remaining. So now they have to try to go for this stick. Both
Yeah,
players
he's doing good though.
whittled away at.
Second, just needs to make the next play.
His weapon recovered, can do some damage, but he's got to split the targets. And Forsaken is only able
Oh
to find
boy,
one.
it was just a low buy for Paper
Kame
X.
still standing.
And I don't know how
Keeps
Divine ended
DFM
up going
in, is not
down in
allowing-
heaven. He just needed to kind of just stay alive,
That
really.
purchase,
The pressure was
half-buy round
enough.
to come through to fruition. It's going to be a 4-0 start now.
I thought this was looking really nice for Paper Rex. Jing gets one, does a lot of damage, something follows up, and then Divide just, he had a ping out there when he was in the smoke and didn't feel comfortable enough to go for the shot. Not sure if he thought he'd
Okay, now's the
find the
buy
right
rounds,
angle or
but
what.
the buy rounds are wild
a
because
little
we got
hesitation there.
5 people that have won away from their
potentially
ult,
cost
so
them
everyone's
that
talking
round.
about A main again.
And again, this Teho utility is so disruptive, making sure that something can't comfortably plant his feet and be
Dude, look
haul.
at this.
Just made him have to step
They
out.
didn't
made
go
that position a lot
aggro
more dangerous for the
A
Jet.
main. Do they 5 pass and stack B?
Forsaken at B with an Odin. Where have I seen that before? Doesn't
And
seem
they've
like
left
DFM
all of this.
necessarily going to look to push into that position as Akame doesn't even have to jiggle out anymore.
Yeah, and they just
Just
cleared
here's the
long
curveball,
with
just
a
back away.
peak.
It's just a full hard read
So
off
now-
the beginning of this round. from
Yeah,
Paper
now
Rex,
Forsaken
saying
has
that
to
they're
go
gonna
back
come
and
B,
clear
we're-
all of this.
We're going to put everything we've got against it.
Oh, but they're actually reading the repositions here decently well. 3 players stacked up.
Okay,
in that
then we got a
mountain club.
2-person fake over
Something
towards A, and
tucked away,
something
though,
is going to have
side
to
of
kill
pillar.
everyone over towards B.
As Jinboong and Art just try to sell
Oh
this.
my,
It's something
melted.
doesn't get the one tap. Akame with that Phantom. Takes his head clean off. Mindfreak, however, on a decent lurk
No
spot, but
way, double.
Art still somehow outdoes him.
Double Jules. Dude, they're gonna have to save.
30 seconds
I'm speechless.
It's starting to get a bit bizarre here. Some spray coming through. Forsaken does manage to get one. Gian gonna be taken down.
He did so much damage as well to the other.
There's the Armageddon.
Oh, it's right on him.
Sent
It's
through,
a
yep,
nice.
just
Oh,
shoving
if
him
he
back.
actually
Jing
dies
now gonna be
here.
isolated out onto the
Okay.
site with that ult in hand, and May
Luckily, the ult went past
Snaps him
him.
back
I
up
was
to
gonna
the
say if he
tower.
died really hardly, that ult's gonna tank him.
playing on this narrow line, the wall, not obfuscating. Crossfire established. Forsaken and Jing now just trying to backpedal, but look at Art. He's creeping his way through sewer. Swing onto the corner, May gonna be taken down. Art actually swinging out wider. Wanting to have a better angle of approach here, it would seem. Looks like he might just cut all the way across in towards Secret. Some noise gonna be heard here, noted. Forsaken gonna be dealt with. Jing needing to hold on to this weapon. And he cannot. A fantastic readjustment from Art.
No
Takes
gun
everything
saved.
out of the hands of PRX.
And they just had a timeout.
He brought the
Dude,
dinosaur onto
ca-
the stage with
He
him, and
can't
he's seemingly
really timeout again.
trying to take them out of the tournament.
I mean, they just lost double Jules.
They're just reading this so well. I mean, B Hall control means that trying to push out from tower or underneath tower means you're walking into a crossfire, and then they know the situation, and Art is all over this. Just wants to get these guns out of PRX's hands.
8-1 and 3.
Incredible.
Just wait for attack. Yeah, but they gotta get some rounds.
Clear if Devi had gotten caught.
Okay, they do stack right on this though.
Set up. Curveball sent May. Basically
Full-
pre-firing the angle, and Jing
full
swings right
blinds.
into it.
I'm down.
2 players now. Tucked here on main.
Forsaken spots the alarm bot.
Take the first
Could
fight.
ask something
Try to
to
beat
smoke
the
this
other.
off, maybe.
Tucks back. Nebula
Something's
goes up,
ready on the
something starts
rotate. It's a
moving
great
around. Push out the
reposition
smoke
from
Devi, finding a
Mindfreak.
second for the fragment. It's up coming through Nakame. Is able to go ahead and collect 2.
Yeah, and honestly, they're going to be locked in here.
Keeps them in
But
with
this
a
is
shout.
really smart, right?
As they
Forsaken,
slow,
sorry,
steady
something's
creep up
going
from
straight over
Forsaken,
towards
wrapping around
spawn,
from
and they're going to
behind.
killjoy out the corner.
And collect a weapon, but instead will
We're gonna kill
use
Joe
the
the corner?
share. Spike planted. Jinbung able to get
Oh.
some damage. Stabilizes, finds the headshot. Starts playing ring around
Sure.
the Rosie.
One way of doing it.
Something will be able to go ahead and take
I
him
thought
down.
they were gonna try
PRX
get the
themselves
kill
on
and
the board
then-
here in round 6.
Oh,
by
and then he has to
very
push,
narrow
but this one worked out
margins,
pretty well. They ended up
but they do it in thrifty fashion.
pinching. Something did
This time
good
they
here,
gambled
though.
again.
Something was, like,
It was just a
everywhere.
full 5-man stack
It was a
towards
bit of a
A,
nightmare to deal with.
and they're getting a
And
bit
Devi on
aggressive.
site getting the double
the
kill is
flanks pretty
everything. They have
early.
a couple of ults as well.
Instead, they're just going to cut right through Art. Oh my god, he's full flashed. He just had the crosshair right where it needed to be. Great entry by Akame, but that flank, that's what really did it. And there's still good vibes there in the PRX team. Now something can grab an operator. This is where things get pretty scary. You have to assume there's a shorty behind it. May's got one of his own.
Even with the money, just saying like, all right, well, I'll just pop the knives
Let's
here.
actually focus on the money because
bank
a
rolling.
reset
Yeah,
would be a
Like what
nightmare.
I'm seeing
Even
from
this
the
wouldn't be
side
able to
of
buy.
DFM, or excuse me, from PRX, taking that mid control.
How aggro does
May
something
so
go?
patiently waiting here.
If he goes up and over, something's gonna have to make the flick of his life.
And last time we had this kind of a standoff, it was there on Abyss.
Yeah,
May
it's
was
a
able to
weird
go ahead and
off angle. He's
capitalize.
crouched
Granted,
as well.
It wasn't the knives in hand, it was a phantom. Something eventually inched his way forward into the crosshair. This time it looks like he's going to be a little bit more squared
Yeah,
away.
very patient on this though.
Settled here behind the box. Giving himself a very narrow window to work with. Is Jing on that peak. Sends out the curveball,
Oh,
swings
that
up the
was
corner, able to
nice.
find one. Looking for a bit of a trap set up as the op shot is not going to connect.
Man, the
Grab
jet
for
off is
updraft,
wild.
Cloudburst thrown down.
He knows.
May
Yeah, he
exactly
literally knows the other
what
shorty.
he's drawn out. A fantastic little micro game of chess
Astro over
between these two
Astro.
jets.
Dude, what's going on? Everyone's using their Uta at the same
Now,
time. What a
all day,
flash.
Someone alone here on the site is going to be flushed out as Akame is able to go ahead and get the kill. Lockdown invested. But it doesn't cover everything.
Spike planted.
It's very shallow.
Yeah,
Alright,
probably could
sending
have
out
waited
the
with a
stun.
killjoy out.
Knocked down to 29, dead. Devi able to find it. Tap on for the defuse. Jen Needing to try to up the
He
pace.
gets a reset.
This wrap around
Misses
here from
the
Mark.
right click.
All knives expended. Shocked out on the corner. Looking to try to whittle away at him, but the spike still not being held.
Astra Star just went on the spike, so you'd imagine. Oh, no suck. That's a stun. Got it half.
Tell him the happy dashes forward, and Mind Freak is down to 2.
Damn, bro, they get reset. They win one, they lose the next. 1-9 loss bonus.
They drop around,
We
but they're
got
right back into the
three,
driver's
kind of
seat.
4 people that come by here. DFM are going to put up
It's
numbers
unreal.
on this attack.
Akame and
One
Art
away from a killjoy as
are
well.
just fragging out of their minds. This looked like that was going to be a great start to the round. The curveball, the Hunter's Fury. Looked like it was going to be DFM completely pinched, but the Hunter's Fury didn't really find too much value. And then you give May the Blade Storm. He's so clean. And they are in the driver's seat. Now May can go for the Outlaw, knowing that it's going to be another
everyone can get one
eco
shot from the Outlaw.
PRX. The economy just cannot get anywhere for them. One away from another ultimate for Jing.
Thinking ahead for the next round though. They will have ult online.
Jinboong as well, close to their ults. So you're not going to have any response. If one of them grabs an orb, plants a spike, gets a kill, gets that lockdown in. Just using the previous round. Util. Oh, yeah.
Go out from Art. Wise to it. Anticipating still some more pressure from the opposite side there at Art. As swing in, Forsaken trying to take the fight, ends up falling.
Now they know it's no good. Crossfire means trying to get out of it. Trying to break out in the mid was just going to be way too difficult. The whole time, something has been sitting over on the other side of the map. He did just get noted by
Cross
a
map
0
knife
point,
as
but
well, and they
doesn't
dodge
fool
the
PRX.
recon.
They're pretty wise that this
There's
is
3 people here. PRX have a good read on this. And they got Jing's gun.
3 players pushing forward here into the site.
But the Outlaw should be able to farm them, but at one point May needs to throw this away and switch
May does
guns.
draw out the shorty. Seems like they do suspect decent amount of presence, and that shock dart confirms a bit of it.
Oh, this is going to be
Back
rough.
screen.
Teo can maybe save it if he speeds up a little bit.
To dash forward, looking for the scope in, sends him at his feet. But he's still alive and he's still chasing, but Jing comes away with 2. Janet May both taken down.
Not again.
And Jing's got nowhere to go.
Oh no. And they lost the Phoenix, so 7-1. DFM had 3 ults.
Gets gunned down. 7-1.
And PRX
Another buy round here for PRX.
back against the wall. If they lose this, they go to another
But
eco.
the gears need to start turning sooner rather than later.
Great dash there from May. Create an extra angle, make it that much more difficult. They're just shutting them out. They're just smothering PRX right now. This DFM team, the team that we saw in the offseason, seemingly as a reawakened.
Oops.
Jing out there dodging a bunch of utility. Grab well out in front.
Okay, first time we see like a proper fight aim main, but
Just
DFM
buys
don't
him
actually
enough
like put
room to-
bodies behind it.
Maybe grab the orb. I don't think he got it.
Wait,
Regardless, bunch of ults for DFM.
May with a swing out, looking to try to go ahead and capitalize. Jing is able to go ahead and put
keeps
down hard
going.
flash, connecting. Jing
Turret's
on the
chipping
pursuit.
away
The
at
shorty
him.
draw and shit. I mean, he was basically full blind.
Oh my god. Dude, every single jaw is a
Reads
middle.
it to perfection on the final
And
swing out,
Jinbun
and
is
he
literally 1-1v2 as well to
continues
send them
keeping
down to
DFM
another
way
eco
out
low
ahead.
buy. Everyone's sitting at 3k money.
8-1.
And
A pause on the timer,
every
and you have
single
to
death
suspect
was
that
in
it's
the
a
square
desperate
at
mid.
middle.
That second timeout call from PRX
Has to be.
yeah, they get
because
forced out into the open
right
because
now,
of the ult.
it seems like there is no righting of the ship possible.
No. Every twist and
nice
turn, there's just
shots.
that extra layer for DFM. You know, they're able to spread out just enough that
This is the
some of those
second
curveballs aren't
timeout.
connecting
No more
and doing
timeouts.
damage, but they're not. You know, PRX
what do you
isn't
even
able to
say?
follow up. They're not really able to have those explosive entries. Seemingly, some of this double duelist comp
Aggro B
starting to
main
get
is like the
figured out
only
on
thing, I
Pearl.
guess, unless they want a
a map
turtle.
that has just been was
Just let them take
otherworldly
map control.
for PRX during 2023. They were nigh unbeatable on this map. And now here in 2025, the upstarts of DFM
Roster change? Nah.
completely
I still think you could.
thrown
I still think
all
you can
that
do
out
some
the
stuff with the
window. Just
comps.
forget it.
And right now, I mean, they're looking to run the gauntlet.
You could still
Yeah,
lean heavy
they've
into
been here in
chamber.
this lower
You've always
bracket.
got that. Something chamber
They win.
would be nice.
They have to play Gen G tomorrow.
Yeah,
It doesn't
It's
get any
also-
easier from here.
no.
I feel a bit sorry
But
for
my
like
God, the way that they're playing,
the teams that were like
reads the
expected to
calls
do
that are
well.
coming
The
from
Teo
Art.
stuff wrecked them a little bit. I'm surprised
They
they didn't lean
absolutely
into the
could make
Teo
it
a little
happen.
bit.
Yep.
If this carries forward,
again, I kind of believe in this roster still. I think it always will. I think they're always just. I know they're incredible players.
Again, if they do this, then good God, the sky is the limit. But PRX, they want to put an end to that.
I will say as well, if this is like a
9-3,
this is still pretty doable.
Once again, looking for an aggressive crunch.
They just backpedal.
But I mean, something just eats immense damage. Just blind sprays coming through. So send out the salvas just to go ahead and make sure that no one's continuing to hold forward.
But they're just so ready. They're all in the right position to deal with that play. If PRX commits, that poor drone.
Okay, he didn't get around the corner. And obviously it's invisible, so they couldn't see it. While that was going on, they took a lot of space on middle. And now they could literally just turtle, because they create so much pressure around the map that you would imagine they kind of just have to clear this with some kind of util when you would hear a Mali.
For PRX, I mean, what do you do from here?
Yeah, this is nice from PRX.
Something set up on a very
they still get early
angle, but
mid
no one
info.
be drifting into mid towards him.
They need to start putting a little bit more pressure on the map. They've got so much control.
Is he seen on the jump peak? Okay.
They're just kind of.
I honestly have no idea how many numbers he spawns.
Longer. Now that they've got a little bit of contact towards B, Forsaken can start moving out. May is
there's
just
a
too
smoke
good.
there.
He just knows.
Yeah, he literally just knows the angle.
He just knows everything.
He's incredible. Recon in the smoke, doesn't get anything. We got a big timing, and GN is
GN trying to hold back here. Wide swings, Forsaken.
Good for it.
Plants his feet, finds the headshot.
But I mean, I thought it was good for it with the original pulse, to be honest with you.
At 21 HP, the call for
dude, look at that perfect timing on that smoke.
Getting closer and closer to having to be made. Something does well to find a kill there onto Akame, but there's far more to deal with. It's May. He's backpedaling out of that tower. 2 remaining players here on PRX. They're gonna have to call it quits in this round. 2 more to be played out in the half, with DFM securing 9. And the economy.
God, DFM look good though.
For the rest of PRX, still
they're doing
absolutely good. In tatters. Art
9-3 cast. I feel like they have to get 3.
Let's just wait through sewer, and Defy cannot get out.
Problem is they're gonna pretty much have to win
him
eco.
down. Nothing retained, nothing carried forward, except for the banner of DFM, as they are on an absolute warpath through this map of Pearl.
Right now, it just feels like DFM can tell you what you had for breakfast tomorrow. You know, they're just unbelievable with the reads there and the speed and the confidence. And May said it again, going back to his interview. I think about that a lot, because he just said, we just need that confidence.
And they have so much money that this can be just be backup guns.
Oh,
Outlaw, everyone on PRX. One shot, Divine, no armor.
Sure, there's the loss bonus that PRX can scoop up, you know, some Guardians and some Bulldogs and stuff, but yeah, these Outlaws just are potentially going to just tear this team asunder. There you go.
Dead. The re-swing, May, of course, good for the second shot. Forsaken just hoping, praying that he can catch him on a
pretty much just praying that he's gonna miss.
Then maybe he's looking towards a different angle. But May continues to be all-knowing.
They can just wait. This has been their game plan since Abyss. Take time. Wait out PRX. They're impatient. Punish them for it. And it's mostly been working a treat.
Japan's best right now? May? Oh, for
particularly here on Pearl. Where they have been putting so much mental pressure.
All outlaw picks. First 3 kills, outlaw picks. They brought back up outlaws.
It is going to be PRX trying to claw their way
8
out
HP
of a 1
as well.
in 10 deficit.
Damn, 10-1 on attack. It is an attack-sided map, but obviously 10 is.
To make it 10-2. At 8 HP. Nothing more to play for aside from survival.
How incredible the step up has been for DFM. And it just took a bit of a comp change on this map, and it's a completely different team. I mean, to be fair, yeah, RQ's been very good on this map too, but this is PRX's playground. The P in PRX might have stood for Pearl, you thought, till today. They have just It's a nightmare to deal with this team
big
right now.
DFM fan.
Because on their best day, they're just as good as anybody.
Last round before the switch.
Last round of the half.
Prodigy, thank you so much.
8 kills, the cap right
Thank
now
you,
for
thank you.
PRX.
Appreciate everything. Thank you for the tier 1. Thank you for the 31 months.
As DFM just continues to tear them asunder. I mean, it's just a sight to behold.
It's such a desperate round, isn't it?
We all came into this knowing, like, yes, this could be a very competitive series.
Yeah.
DFM.
Got to be happy for DFM. I'll do. This
sure.
is like giant for the team.
But this is not the circumstances that we would have anticipated it taking place.
No.
In. And that's why we're a little flabbergasted here.
I mean, I'm the biggest DFM believer on the planet, and I still predicted PRX today because the GE match had me concerned that they still hadn't quite gotten their heads on straight. Well, they certainly have today. That dash in is so good.
Yeah,
Up and over the top here
nice
is May. Catches out a glimpse of that shoulder. So they can just
and they just secured a good plan
here.
on this one.
My God.
We're just mowing tamales with spams on top.
Lobs it into the corner. And Forsaken gets taken down.
Mindfreak has an ult. I mean, they have a good ult to retake.
Something able to get the ball rolling a bit here. Finds one. Art going to be put down. Cosmic Divide getting ready to call in, but May able to find that headshot onto something with the knives. This Jing can't find anything else.
Look where GN is.
Snaps back off the run it back, and as you say, GN pushing out of the smoke.
So lucky on the timing on
this. Does end up getting taken down. Akame
May still has knives.
Pushing forward. As May gets ready to go up and over the top. Swoops in. A little bit of damage found. Draws back over. Onto the Phantom. Does manage to go ahead. Kill off the diffuser with the time.
Oh dear God.
I don't think he has it. So very close, but not close enough. The efforts of DFM.
Oh my goodness. Shout out to
true.
May. That's an insane round
as they are
from May.
looking for damn near perfection here on Pearl.
Maybe gave him too much room with the
11-1
Astro,
on the half.
you would say.
3-0 in pistols thus far.
I'm stunned.
Yeah, 3-0 on the pistols, so
just
PRX needs to stop that at that.
This is just such a good nano.
Bro, they're getting wrecked.
That's something they're trying to break this open. This Cosmic Divide
Dude,
is
May
good,
is
but
so
as
good.
it's popping, something swings
You know, the good
out
thing
and
for
May
DFM
punishes
as
him
well
for it, and
is
that
like,
might have been the round.
I mean,
That
May's
might have been that
consistently
extra piece
good,
that
but Akame had like a
needed.
quiet first map, but now he's
They
on
are
like
fired
a
up,
big second map. Like they're all
PRX
kind of
has to be
taking
glad
times
that this is
outside of May
halftime
if who's going to help him out.
That was.
And May will consistently just own everyone.
I don't know. I don't know if they are.
Maybe not, but just do something to end this, because it is all DFM all the time, and Mindfreak, you can see he's a little bit frazzled. I mean, I'm sure you're just scratching your head. You've tried a bunch of different stuff. I mean, you've tried literally 5-man stacking sites that you're going into.
The user was nice. Even that B hit there was like
taking
strong.
mid control. You've tried taking A main control. Honest to God, PRX has
Fake
really
smoke
thrown a
into
lot of
KO
different
flash.
looks at DFM.
Like the side
DFM
hit's good. Like where are you actually meant to stand to stop that?
just
Double
has
smoke
the right answer
into
every
mollies.
time. Has the right protocols built in. But they just kind of know when to give up space. Know when they can take space.
That
you know, May is
just
just so
for
good at
back
breaking
elbow,
through
right?
on angles, and Art and Akame have been
You get forced into the two open spots.
Following up, those initiators are getting so much value. Seeing so many great flashes. The Teho utility is so annoying, and it gives you plenty of info to boot. Fakes being sold, everything here. This is what you need here
for
as
pistols.
DFM. This is the Art that needs to be leading this squad, and they're trying something completely different. A quick push all the way in towards the water.
Something just storming his way through. GN, however, able to find
stun.
first blood, and there is the stun off the back. A second for GN.
Oh
Push
my,
out of the
they
smoke,
line up for
only to
May
just
as well.
meet demise.
4-0 on the
May
pistols.
collects another 2 kills, and Demise, the last one standing. Just 30 seconds into the round, DFM robbing them of absolutely everything, including their hope. Jump under the corner, cannot be done. 3 from May, out in front. DFM are 1 round away from eliminating
11
PRX,
chances.
from denying them from an
Did not think I
international
would be right in
event for
that
the
one.
first time since
Dude, they look
Champions
good.
2021.
Who did DFM play, sorry?
They have been ever present on the international stage.
They have to play Gen G.
DFM has other plans.
I mean,
They
Gen
want that
G
spot for
don't look
themselves.
in the best form.
And winning like this against PRX on Pearl, they're looking like they might have been a team that could compete for that. And they are
if they win every
fearless.
pistol,
It has to be a buy-up for PRX, and you have to know that. As DFM, shotgun in hand for GN.
Straight up B hit, DFM 1, 2, 3 here. We got a KO.
No breaks on the PRX train in this round.
His team if he wants
Spray
to.
through the smoke, a little bit of damage done.
GN looking to be there undoing, playing forward, that judge in hand.
Oh, I like this smoke.
Delay,
hey, this smoke is nice, dude. Gives him so much space. The judge spams down the plant. It's 14 HP as well. Ooh, they got some nice util on this as well.
One, then taken down. Mindfreak Jing trying to desperately
big,
fight back,
dude.
but the judge
13-1
will be the thing that seals their
this
fate.
was dominant.
13-1.
Yeah,
Where were
some
you?
awesome stuff.
DFM have eliminated PRX from kickoff. They will not be going forward to
no
play Gen G.
PRX
They will
Masters.
not be going to Bangkok. Japanese Valorant